Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition. So last time we completed the Omega DLC. We which basically meant that we went on a merry old adventure with Crime Lord Arya T'Loak on taking back her space station, the Omega Station, from Cerberus. We successfully managed to do that. We took Oleg Petrovsky, who quite possibly is the highest ranking Cerberus member that is not indoctrinated. He's just insane. Into custody, and with Arya's help, EZO supplies and other supplies coming in from the Terminus systems have been redirected to Admiral Hackett's command. So we got a major boost that has, if I recall, put us over 8,000 war assets. Well over the minimum required that we need in order to get Perfect Destroy. But today, we're going to do the next DLC, and to do that, we need to head to the Citadel, which we're here. Before we do that, though, I want to check the map. Oh, hey. Omega changed to Arya's symbol now. That's cool. Just double checking to make sure that everything is at 100 for right now. Because you definitely don't want to miss anything. Alright, so we have gotten everything. Cool. Alright, let's start this DLC off. We will dock at Dr. Bryson's lab. Now, this DLC I both like and hate. I like the gameplay, I like the intrigue behind it. I don't like the implications of it.
Update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
I'm Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, did you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now.
Hi, Sly. Welcome to stream.
Task Force Aurora.
And you're behind ads.
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal. But is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge.
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth.
Oh, okay.
That was within my lifetime.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That myth was proven to be
What this DLC is we're going after something
Reapers were part of that
called
reality,
Leviathan.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it,
And
it may
this
be a weakness we can exploit.
Leviathan was able to kill a Sovereign class Reaper, which we could probably use.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered,
Yes,
a
the
breakthrough's
mythical
near.
creature. Yep.
Hadley, do you have the data?
No.
You'll never guess where this DLC has us end up.
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
As I say, the last mission of this DLC
He's worked here for a couple months.
is kind of like Subnautica
I
Light.
monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help.
Clearly, it's
sorting
going
this
to
out.
be 20,000
Take
leagues
a look
above
through
the
this
sea.
file. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was a loud noise.
That was you shooting him.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. You have to
Hello,
believe-
Mia. Welcome to stream.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that.
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination?
Yeah.
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
Here.
It's
Pokemon
some kind
organized.
of creature.
Oh,
The field teams have been tracking it.
you're organizing
artifact
your
came in
box,
from our research
and by
lab.
organizing you mean you're
He sent an
grinding
audio
up
log
the
from one of-
unneeded Pokemon into candy.
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with
Yeah,
him.
this DLC is one of the more
Commander.
popular
You'll want to see
among the
It's an outgoing message from Dr.
older
Bryson to
Mass
Admiral
Effect
Hammond.
fans, the ones of the original game, because
The Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're
it introduced some of that cosmic horror that Mass Effect 1 had.
Years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan.
I kind of figured that's why you liked it, Mia.
Your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the water.
Although I've never done
Formally requesting
Leviathan
assistance in tracking it down. You'll have
with both the expanded galaxy mod and the diversification mod added on, so this will be interesting to see the changes.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
There's one thing I really don't care about this DLC, but I'll get to it when we get to it in the plot line. But it does have to deal with the Reapers themselves. Mia might already know, but
This must be the artifact the assistant...
and it's not a big thing that I don't like about it. It's more like a scale of dislike from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. 10 being burn it to the ground, and 1 just being like a minor inconvenience. It's more like a 2 or a 3. It mainly has to do with the relation between Leviathan and the Reapers. That's what I don't particularly care for.
but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this.
But I will get
So how do we narrow it
further
down?
into detail once
Bryson and
we
his colleagues evidently used a galaxy
progress
map to
through
circle
the
hunt for
DLC,
Leviathan.
because I don't want to spoil
It
it
may
for
help
anybody
us
that might
locate
not
Garneau.
know. All right.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Now, I remember in the original trilogy, not the Legendary Edition, but the original trilogy, there was a special achievement for being able to narrow down the exact system where you need to go. In as few moves as possible, or using as few filters as possible. I think you needed 3, but you get like 5 of them.
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Now, this part of the DLC I really like, just the figuring out stuff, the slow understanding and discovering of what it is you're actually trying to find. Hello, Ross. Welcome to Stram.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results in the Galaxy Map program.
It's Batman. Yeah, we're basically Space Batman right now. Alright. Also, some of these things are just, you know, like little... Oh, that's cool.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster is more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Thank you, Alfred. I mean, Edie. Yeah. You can also pick up some collector sniper rifle. Now that is definitely a mod thing. I'm picking it up. I might have to actually equip that as Victor's sniper rifle just to see what it looks like. The Thorian, August 17th, 2185. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides a fascinating insight to the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts are not interested. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule, and evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims the Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar. Going back, look at some Batman vs Superman. Waste of a movie. What a waste of the 2 best Batman and Alfred. I don't know the DCEU's Alfred. I have seen clips of the DCEU's Batman, aka Ben Affleck. I wasn't entirely impressed. But then again, my Batman is Kevin Conroy. And will always be Kevin Conroy. So, comparing Ben Affleck to the man that literally redefined the role for an entire generation isn't exactly fair. Ross apparently does not like Batfleck at all, or Batman v Superman at the very least. Jeremy Irons is incredible. They got Scar to do Alfred? Holy shit. Quite the opposite. Oh. Okay, I need to see some of Scar's Alfred performance. Mia's just laughing. So, yeah. Alright, well, let's see here.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. Edie,
Oh,
had a search
I don't
filter for
care if
something
you
along
like
that
Batman v
projected path.
Superman or not.
Adding this
I've
to
never
the
seen it.
galaxy map.
I just didn't care for the performances of the clips and stuff that I did see. But I wasn't a big fan of the DC EU in general. I thought that it felt like a poor attempt at a cash grab to or follow the bandwagon of the MCU. Do you end up watching Alright, well. But if you want to see a DC cinematic universe done right, I implore you to watch the series and movies from the DC animated universe back in the 90s and early 2000s. Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Static Shock, Batman Beyond, Justice League, Justice League Unlimited. Some of the best pieces of DC media in existence. They're trying so hard to catch up to the MCU. Yeah, exactly, Sly. They tried so hard to catch up to the MCU that they forgot what made the MCU work in the first place. In Phase 1 and 2, especially in Phase 1, they took the time to develop each of their main pillar characters with their own origin movies. And then they threw them together at movie 6. DC did that in like 2 movies. So I was like, eh.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Oh, I don't know.
Meteorite sample.
Yeah.
With traces of element 0. Would
I've
Leviathan
not
need
seen the
to-
second Wonder Woman movie, but
While
I
it's
did
not
see the first
consumed
one.
as fuel
And
during
I
FTL
liked the
travel,
first one.
Element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish
It
its
gave me
supplies.
Captain America
Okay.
First Avenger vibes.
Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Oh god. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni.
Yeah, I have not seen the second one.
But the timing is wrong.
And
Rachni weren't implanted with Reapers.
I don't plan on seeing the second
Was
one.
preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers.
What do you think, Edie?
And I'm just kind of
It is possible that
burnt
Bryson
out
team
on
is
superhero
using ancient
movies,
Rachni
which
fleet activity to
feels
find
weird for me to
Leviathan.
say since
If we
I
can find
love
data on the
superhero
movement of
stuff.
ancient
I
Rachni
just,
ships, it may help us narrow our search.
I don't know. I just, I think the problem is corporate studios like, oh, they like the superhero movies. We need to make as many superhero movies as we can. Print them out now as fast as you can. Won't that saturate the market? Shut up. Rather, Chris Pine and Pedro Pascal got compensated for their surgeries after carrying that entire movie on their back. They put the team on their back.
Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni's signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
Sovereign, vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting
All right,
records,
Sly,
they
I'll
found
take it
it.
from you.
That data is classified, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands, it won't. The data's encrypted.
Although the best DC movie that I've ever seen.
Close to my heart.
Again, it's animated. It's
Close to his
called
heart. What the hell does that
Batman and the Mask of the Phantasm. Or Mask of the Phantasm. It's a 90s animated one from the DCAU, and it's fantastic. I think it even won an Oscar.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis. Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
So basically, according to that video log there, the Batarians found the dead Reaper that the Leviathan of Dis destroyed, swarmed it to study it, and guess what happened to them all? Indoctrinated. Sly, let's put it this way. If you've been watching my Arkham game series, or if you've played in the Arkham games, if you like them, you will like the DCAU, or at least the Batman parts of it. Because especially Arkham Asylum draws heavily. You gotta get the Arkham games. Well, if you've played the Spider-Man games from Insomniac take their combat mechanics and stealth mechanics directly from the Arkham games. Like, I haven't played in these Spider-Man games, but I've seen Sen play the Spider-Man games. And my first reaction is like, so they basically made the Arkham games, but with Spider-Man. And he was like, shut up. But yeah.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family? Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Now we just need to find the pad with the encrypted data.
But doesn't think of something like that. But I think Mia might be able to back me up on this. But I think that the DCAU's interpretation of Batman and Bruce Wayne is the best one that there is. It's got the perfect balance between Bruce Wayne, the humanitarian, and Batman, the vigilante. And there's one scene in particular in Justice League that perfectly encapsulates that.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
Alright, so before we head to the... We have all the filters. So before we head to the map, I just want to... check out everything, because sometimes there's goodies hidden around here. I might have already picked them up in a previous playthrough, because this is New Game Plus. Oh, there's something. Ultralight materials. All the filters. Now we can make the coffee. I could be making tea, Sly. He's like, no, you're not. You're American. You're making coffee. Tea is for throwing at harbors. Alright. So we've got 5 filters. Now, 3 of them will narrow it down exactly where you need to go. 2 of them are irrelevant. American's iced tea fiend doesn't drink. Fair. I don't drink coffee either. I find the taste too bitter. Much to Mama Raz's dismay. Because Mama Raz is addicted to coffee that is blacker than the darkest void. Like, she can look at a black hole and say, I want my coffee darker than that. But light can't escape from that. I know, and I want my coffee stronger than that. Oh my god. But I can't stand the taste of coffee, so I prefer sweet tea, which astounds Mama Raz even more, because like, but it's so sweet, and you're not from the South. I'm like, I don't know, they got it right. But anyway, the filters that we've got creature sightings, which probably would make a lot of sense because we're looking for a creature.
Alien sightings.
Sweet tea, nice. Do this. I love sweet tea.
Based on the search results, Garno is in.
That is my go-to headache medicine.
The Normandy map with possible locations.
Because yeah, ibuprofen can help.
Unless you wish to further narrow the search.
I can't take any real dedicated migraine medicine because I'm allergic to aspirin, and most of them have aspirin in it. But for some reason, big thing is sweet tea from Quick Trip, gas station around here in the Midwest, and it dulls it enough that I can get to sleep. No, not sugar withdrawal. But I can see how you would think of that. Because the migraines come about due to barometric pressure changes. I've tracked them for years now, and usually when there's a massive temperature change or storm, that's when I get the migraines. Just like Friday, we jumped 20 degrees in the span of 3 hours. Guess what happened to me? Anyway, blackout crimes. That's not actually going to help us narrow down where Leviathan is. It's interesting, but as far as we know, like the blackout crime that we just saw here, that Leviathan's not here, so that's a red herring. Rachni activity, again, that's kind of a red herring. We're not really looking for Rachni. Also, we already know where the Rachni are. They're working for Hackett. EZO. That is one of the things that we actually do need, because if this thing, or if Leviathan actually is interstellar, it's going to need some way to get from place to place. So, EZO.
Element 0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
And then finally, Reaper sightings. The Reapers have been confirmed to be searching for something. So if we look for systems that deviate from the natural or from the usual invasion patterns, we might have a hit.
Reaper activity?
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
And there you go. The one system. Now there's multiple, or I think there's like 2 more galaxy map sort of things we have to do. And each of them have a way to narrow your search from like 2 or 3 systems / planets to 1. However, the last one, we're not going to take that, because that's going to require some renegade stuff.
You've got new messages, Commander.
Alright. ANN alert, new article on Blitz. Colonists across the terminus are fearful after the Reapers launched a blitzkrieg campaign across the sector. Unlike the campaigns on Palaven and Earth, enemy forces have been destroying infrastructure and bombarding garden plants in space. They're moving on, not harvesting. A senior Alliance official said there appears little focus for these attacks. Reapers are not discriminating between Asari, human, or other colonies, and ground forces are minimal. All colonies should prepare by spreading out away from population centers and stocking up on supplies. The Asari colony of Chaklos was utterly destroyed, as was the Turian colony on Alta Kirill. The brave workers of the Eldfeld Ashland Energy managed to damage Reaper by booby-trapping a nuclear device on their moon station in the Pylos Nebula. But without military fleet coverage, most of the colonies are vulnerable. Given the attacked colonies' lack of strategic importance, Asari strategists speculate the Reapers are searching for something else, but have no clue as to what it could be. Alright. Alright, so we need to go over here. Caiston Rift. But I want to just double check some of the others. Okay, so there's some stuff here. Because Leviathan DLC does have its own set of search and rescue stuff. Otherwise, it's all gonna be gas. Yeah, this was gas, okay. Gas there, okay. I'm just gonna make a stop in here, just...
I found something.
Oh, hello. Heshtok. Heshtok, a Systems Alliance official, one summarizes tour of the Vorcha homeworld as follows. You can make your own Hedgestock in 2 steps. Take Hell, then add Vorcha. The planet is highly volcanically active, leading to periodic releases of toxic gases into the air and water supplies, as well as other extreme situations that gave rise to the Vorcha's legendary adaptability. Overcrowding and extermination of most of their ecology led to a planet covered in weeds and hardy vermin. The Vorcha do not have a recognized single government that would allow them membership into any galactic league. Alliances between bloodlines are tenuous at best, and the Vorcha's short, violent lives ensure there are few lasting institutions. The Reaper invasion of Heshtok encountered little formal military resistance, but the harvesting process is slow. Destroying neighboring cities fails to intimidate the Vorcha, who become submissive only if physically dominated in person. Cutting off their water supply simply makes them adapt their bodies to get moisture from food. Allied intelligence hypothesized that Reaper forces are not harvesting it, instead seeking to immobilize Hestok's population and prevent them from joining the fight for the galaxy at large. Population: lack of census data spreads estimates from 6 to 9.3 billion pre-invasion. Capital: Hatash. Disputed. The year is about 3/4 of an Earth year. Day length is about 45 hours. Surface temperature is... I get this is a Canadian company that made this, but it'd be nice if they put both Celsius and Fahrenheit. (89.6 degrees Fahrenheit). Now, the thing about the Vorcha is they only live to be about 20. However, I don't think they can be killed by an environmental hazard. Unless it's like explosive. Or fire. Because they're immune to pretty much every disease. They're immune to radiation. They're immune to extreme temperature differences. They're immune to poison. That's probably why they live short lives, because they put all their points into immunities and adaptabilities that there was none left for lifespan. But after having watched the Mad Max movies, the Vorcha kind of remind me of Morton Joe's War Boys. They don't do much thinking. Extremely violent. And I could totally see them spray painting themselves with chrome and then going, "Witness me!" before, detonating the flamethrower on their back. Another thing to note that's kind of a trivia. All the Vorcha, just like all the Hanar, are voiced by Mark Meer, the voice actor for Male Shepard. So whenever Male Shepard is talking to a Hanar or a Vorcha, he's talking to himself. There's gas. Alright, I'm betting that these are gonna be... Oh, so Shepard's imagining. No. Maybe I should have phrased that a little bit more literally, because I forget that some people here can't understand sarcasm. Sly. Mark Meer would be talking to himself. So if you want to say that Mark Meer is imagining everything, sure. I totally understand sarcasm. I know. I'm just returning the favor. That was sarcastic. Alright, Valhelm Threshold. Let's see if this is all gas or there's something else here.
Signal confirmed.
Well. The hell is this? Oh, more gas. Okay. Watch as it's just gas in here. Yep, that's gas. Okay. That's the one thing I both like and frustrated by the Expanded Galaxy mod. It opens up all the systems early on. So you can get everything or you can get a lot of war assets through search and rescue before you're actually supposed to in the vanilla game. Which means by the time the Reapers roll around and take over the system, which is when you're supposed to do the search and rescue, all that's left in the Expanded Galaxy mod, if you've already raided every system, is just the fuel tanks. So if you're like me and have this obsessive compulsive need to have the 100%, and you scan around, it's like, oh, there's something that's only got 42% collected. Let's go get the... It's all just the gas stations. Fuck!
Commander, not everything in this system was destroyed. We may recover something.
Oh, good. Oh, this is a future... Leviathan thing. Okay. That's right. Well, let's just see what's in here.
I found something.
Chalcos. Scanner on that map. Okay. Yeah, this is technically the final system that we would go to find Leviathan. I don't think we're gonna find anything. So I'm just gonna ignore this for now. Pylos is going to be the second system we go to, so I'll ignore that. Kite's Nest, okay. So let's go ahead and head to the Kaleston Rift. Okay. Time to head here. The Ensur system to search for Dr. Garneau.
Signal confirmed.
First, let's get some gas. Mojave.
We have located Garneau.
Mojave is a metallic asteroid in the very sparse Nahata belt. It has a high nickel and iron content in the form of chemisite. The rights to mine Mojave belong to the TGES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. A close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. Population 152, all population estimates are pre-invasion. Its year is 15.8 Earth years. Day length is 10 hours. And its surface temperature is a balmy negative 223.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn, that's cold. I feel more tired than I thought I would. Good. Okay. Feel better, Si. Alright, we're gonna take Tally. And Garrus. You always pick Garrus. Yeah, because he's good. Alright, we're gonna keep our armor. I am going to switch us from the Viper to the Collector Sniper Rifle. Not say Garrus if you're Shepard the Sniper. Say 2 is better than 1. After all, you need a spotter instead of C. The funny thing, Mia, in the Insanity guide, like the official Insanity difficulty level guide for Mass Effect 2, they said, make sure Garrus is always in your squadron. The only time he shouldn't be is the hold the line segment of the suicide mission. That's it. He is that good. Also, we might be having God mode Garrus here. Archangel's Typhoon. Damn righties. I mean, there's a reason why there's no Shepard without Vicarian. You don't need the arc pistol anymore. So let's get you that M11 suppressor. His sniper, I'm just gonna give him the Black Widow.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Is there a clearer idea of what this Leviathan was?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
And Garneau was looking for it. He's the one we're after.
Right. If we find Garneau, we find Leviathan.
Good.
The doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan 2, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Also, it's just my headcanon that Shep's primary squad loadout would be Garrus and Tally, because they're always there. Pretty much.
Don't go
Team
anywhere.
2180.
We'll grab this guy and
Yeah.
head right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Wait, was Mass Effect 1 in 2180? Or would it have been 2182? Because there's like a 2-year time, or 2 to 3 year time gap between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 1. Mass Effect 2 is confirmed to take place in 2185. So wouldn't Mass Effect 1 be 2182? I don't know, let me check that. Sorry, my TISM brain took over. Alright, the timeline. Okay, Mass Effect 1 took place in 2183. Okay. I just looked up the official timeline. Mass Effect 1 took place in 2183. Although, even the official timeline's kind of stupid because they say that Zaid's only like in his 40s. And he helped found the Blue Suns. But was also part of the First Contact War. Which, if you go by his officially stated birth year, or with his official age, his doing the math, his birth year, by the time the First Contact War rolled around, he would have been like 10. And I don't think we got so desperate to use child soldiers. But if you make Zaid more like 50 or 60, then the timeline works out. But, you know. It's hard to do math. Alright, I want to see how this thing works.
Scouting party.
It sounds like they brought some friends.
Holy shit. Oh, it's an Infinity sniper rifle. Nice.
Let's get Garnell before the serious troops arrive.
These
All
are
right.
civilians. They must be terrified.
I'll have to work on optimizing that, but that might actually be something Carolina might be able to use. If I can work on or figure out how to extend the heatsink. But an Infinity sniper rifle? I could work with that. It's their
I'm Commander
dead
Shepard
eyes.
of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be...
This, when I first started playing this,
Hello?
this was giving me major creepy vibes.
Yes. Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you? Yes. For the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
How does 90 millimeters of tungsten strike you?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau. Do you need to see a doctor?
No, but you might.
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
Uh-huh.
And
Convenient.
now, we're done. Step away. Step away. You don't belong here.
Something's wrong with them. Come on.
Let's look around. Careful.
Turn back. Turn back.
He was living in the ducts.
Dr. Tiffin, your appeal is denied. Your resources are cut off and you've been reassigned. Clean out your office and report to Dr. Lan. There will be no further discussion on this matter. Okay.
Excuse me.
You don't belong here.
Well, I'm just gonna...
You can't be in here. I will call security.
Okay.
Turn back. Return to your ship, Commander.
The test reportedly pushed the subject past its emotional breaking point. The subject is currently in catatonic state and being treated in hospital. All further tests planned for the subject have been cancelled. Moving forward, a new screening process will be put in place to prevent similar delays. Yeah, with the
Go.
dead expressions, the monotone voices, the creepy dialogue, and top it off with this spine-chilling, ominous music. This is like
Stranger and stranger.
calling back to the cosmic horror of Mass Effect 1.
I'll set the drone to repair the elevator, but we have to stay with it.
Repairs initiated.
Access granted. Security log. Past 7 days. Randall, Jan. Garneau, Alex. Bragg, Stephen. Trefon, Fiona.
The security log for the elevator said Garneau was here in the last week. Why would they lie about that?
No idea. Let's hope we don't have to look too far.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
I don't have that.
Access denied.
Okay. Note to staff, this new crossbreed appears harmless and would be inconspicuous in an office environment. However, it is exceedingly dangerous. Use extreme caution when working with all third-generation planets. Plants. Words are hard. To whomever is moving my stuff, some of the data I've been compiling on how historical weather events affect our government have gone missing. If you've moved it, please return it. It is the culmination of years of research. If you need me to help you find space for your project, just ask. I'll be happy to help. Tanis. So it seems the passive aggressiveness of office life is alive and well.
So is it just me, or are these people doing everything but mining?
The terrain's pain crystals before psychosis is too high.
What if the pain stimuli is applied more quickly?
Interesting. We should look into that.
This is a restricted security terminal. A level 5 passcode is required for access.
I don't have one.
Access denied.
Okay, so we need a personal ID.
Estimating 60 days for complete global starvation is the merciful route.
Absolutely. That's the data to use.
What the hell are they talking about?
Turn back. You shouldn't be here.
Turn back. Go away.
Turn back. You don't belong here.
Yeah, I'm getting that feeling.
Due to an increase in electrical storm activity, communications with the Beta's their site research team have been delayed. We ask all those awaiting the data to be patient. Current forecasts indicate that the storms will dissipate by the end of the week. Regular communications will resume at this time.
Attention. Comm system is offline. This message was not sent.
Bryson, it's Carnell. I've had to go into hiding, and I need you to come get me. I found another one of those artifacts here. More important than we realized. It's in the mines. Here's the nav point. That's where I'll be. If something happens, I'm attaching a passcode that I hacked together. It'll open any security terminal. Bryson, something is very wrong here. Please hurry. Carnell out.
So, he's still here. Do we have that passcode hack?
Yes, we just need to enter it at the security terminal.
Okay. I still need personnel ID.
You shouldn't be here.
Turn back, Commander.
TGS personnel review. Brown, Jeremy, personnel ID number 23195, Sector E maintenance. Since applying recent feedback, your work has shown a vast improvement. Your work with the corrupted skin samples we acquired was impressive. You're being given a promotion and a raise in security access level. Thank you for your hard work. This review is confidential. Employees are encouraged not to leave reviews in view of others. Oops.
Personnel ID.
Hey, Shepard, I think we just passed the security terminal.
I know.
This is a restricted area. Personnel ID number is required.
ID 231-95.
Access granted.
December 23rd, 2178. Andrea, I miss you. Why don't you return my calls? Your mother is very ill and needs to see you. I love you. Come home soon. Dad. Quality of the oil samples from Sector 4 are tapering off. As of January 15th, 2175, that area will begin decommissioning procedures. Head of Mining Operations, Del Klosmeyer. 2175, and the other one was 2178. That's a while ago.
Punch in Garneau's terminal hack and see what it gets us.
Access granted.
A ship dropped him off a week ago.
It looks like he had full access at one point before going into hiding.
Unknown male was involved in an altercation in the mines.
Garneau was heading to the mines.
Looks like he was taken to the med bay.
You are in the mineral lab, a low security, all access area. The med bay is restricted to authorized personnel with active patient file numbers.
I've got the file number.
Let's go get Garneau.
Good job, Tally.
File 7364.
Access granted.
Is that Garneau?
If it is, we came a long way from nothing.
If you are looking for Garneau, you have found him. I am Dr. Garneau.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. Are you all right?
Yes. Only I'm trapped in here.
What happened to you?
What's been going on in this place?
I was doing my research. Until the incident.
They attacked you.
It's true. But aside from my confinement, I'm fine.
Bryson's research led me to you.
Bryson sent you?
He's dead, Doctor. Killed by his assistant.
I see.
I need you to tell me everything you found on the Leviathan. Bryson seemed to think it killed a Reaper.
It's a myth. A dead end.
But what about the artifact you mentioned in your message?
I did? No.
Yes, Doctor, you did. But now we've got Reaper forces attacking, so I need to break you up. We'll grab the artifact and go.
Reapers. The darkness must not be breached.
The darkness?
Why do you pursue me?
Doctor?
Leave the artifact. You will not take what is mine.
I don't think we're talking to Garneau.
Not no more.
You killed a Reaper. I need your help.
You bring only death.
No, death tends to follow me, but I don't bring it. There's a difference. And given what we'll discover about Leviathan later on, it's more accurate to say that Leviathan brings only death.
Someone cut the power.
There he goes!
Leave this place.
Wait! We need to get to that artifact before he does.
He said it was in the mines.
We'll need to find a different route. Garneau's notes gave us a nav point for the artifact.
According According to my map, there's a service door at the next tram station.
Looks like we're not the only ones headed that way.
Of course not. Wherever we are, always expect an 80% chance.
Sounds like a weather forecast. Yes, today the high will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit with an 80% chance of Reaper storms. Be sure to have your umbrellas today, folks.
There he goes! Watch out! Enemies on the upper balcony!
What's our flank?
Garrus, I almost shot you because I thought you were a marauder. Two of them?
There's the door.
Okay, let's find that artifact.
You need to tell Chica not to fire rockets at me. One thing I kind of wish there was a mod for is for Tally's drone specifically to go back to its pink from Mass Effect 2. That way it can distinguish between yours and Tally's. Also, Tally's has a name. It's Chatika. Chatika Vospos.
What was that?
Looks like the door's power supply has been cut.
There are the trouble spots. The drone can repair it.
We'll need to escort it.
But it's damaged and running on reserve power.
Let's make it quick then. Done. One to go. Gotta hold on a little longer.
Banshee, huh?
Let's head back. Doors should be online.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to blow you up, but I didn't want to have to fight a Banshee up close.
The darkness can't be reached.
That artifact, it's
Like in Bryson's office. Move! I've got a shot!
Turn back.
Garneau!
damn it.
No, there's Garneau.
Shepard, you need to see this.
What have you got?
That wasn't Garneau. This is. And it looks like he's been dead for a while.
So, Leviathan can have Bryson killed, can take over this colony, and he can use them as puppets. Huh. Anything else useful?
Encrypted data and a personal log with 8 missed calls from a Dr. Anne Bryson.
And Bryson.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Commander Shepard. Are you all right?
I think so. I feel strange, but all right.
Do you recognize this man?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Someone here killed him.
Someone here? How is that possible? I'm so sorry.
This is weird.
Can you tell me anything about what happened to you?
Not really. I remember it just seemed cold. I remember a feeling cold and dark.
If dark was a feeling, that's exactly what I felt.
That's exactly what the guy who shot Dr. Bryson described.
That artifact, you know where it came from?
Came out of the mine. Right. Head office was supposed to send someone. That's about all I can...
Oh.
Cortez, what's your situation? Can you bring the shuttle?
Affirmative. Strangest thing. A couple of minutes ago, the Reaper forces broke off and left.
Reaper. What's a Reaper?
What year do you think this is?
2176.
2176 was 10 years ago.
What?
Let's arrange for these people to be evacuated into temporary quarantine.
If these people have been out of it for that long, they're in for a shock.
Yeah. So, what would you guys do if you realized that you blacked out for 10 years?
Indoctrinate people too.
Do you think it actually is a Reaper?
If it is a Reaper, then I want to know what it's up to. How long has it been out here? And more importantly, why? Edie, did we get anything from...
Oh, and in those 10 years, the apocalypse has started.
Agreed. When I head back to Bryson's office, I want you there.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know just what the hell these artifacts really are and what they can do.
Whatever they are, They're too dangerous to have around.
And we've got one sitting right in the middle of the Citadel.
Yeah, we should probably put a shield on that thing. Actually, let's see here.
Commander?
No new messages, okay. Well, let's look at our new war assets. We're at 8072. We've got the Husk neural map. Which they're trying to use to disrupt things. With the Terminus systems, we got the Void Devil's fighter wing. Damn it. I still find it hilarious that the most efficient and advanced form of travel between the systems is basically getting yeeted across the stars like a giant, or with a giant slingshot. I don't know, that just screams an American thing. Yeah, we're gonna throw you across the galaxy. How you gonna do that? See, we're gonna build a giant gun-like thing, load you in it, and fire. Huh? Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. As long as you don't run into anything at the, or when you make it to the other side. Huh?
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
Alright, so for this one, there's 3 filters, but we're only gonna need 2. Maybe? I don't know. Energy emissions test. Artifact P3X118. Derek Hadley. Initial test. Artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up test. The artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed up here all night finding out this thing isn't really important. Fell asleep at the desk. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. Maybe more useful than Leviathan in the long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies.
They were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Oh, I wouldn't say they found nothing. I would say that while testing, he got mind controlled. Because, yeah. He was talking a lot like those people at the mines.
Anything interesting about the artifact structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
Okay.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. We've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Anne Bryson was attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on
Not
the
as many as
ground.
you'd think.
We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Now we could just go immediately. There's like 3 or 4 systems in there. But using clues in lab, we can narrow it down to a single system.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
Task Force Aurora, current travel requisitions. Project Basilisk, team leader Alex Garneau. Transport MSV Kirkwall. Kirkwall from Dragon Age 2. I get it. Project Scarab, team leader Anne Bryson. Transport MSV Icarus. Okay.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. I believe you saw them earlier.
Which ship am I looking for again?
The Icarus.
There we go.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay. We can rule out the relay system.
And I really like that detail about Mass Effect. Because of the 2 different systems of FTL, the shipborne FTL, which gets them from system to system within a cluster, which is, you know, efficient for that, but wouldn't be very efficient for intergalactic or for intragalactic travel. The shipborne one is kind of similar to a Star Trek warp drive. For intragalactic travel, they use the relay system, which is not based on the ship. So they're only the relays are static positions. So they can be defended, bottlenecked, or whatever. Allows for a lot of tactics there. It also means that there can be different kinds of ships. If you only need to go somewhere within the relay system, you don't need a shipborne FTL. Because you can just rely on the relay. And those ships are a lot cheaper. If you need to go beyond the relay system, well, then you have to spring for a ship with a shipborne FTL.
access card. Any idea what it opens?
The requisitions locker. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
Alright.
Didn't take breathing masks. Didn't need an environmental suit. Wind protection gear.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get
Okay.
me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Okay, I think that's all the filters we can get. And we'll use both of them. So, according to the ship, you've got
Based
those
on search
systems.
data, it is one of these two systems.
And based off of this one,
Based
we
on
got
the
that
data,
one.
Only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good. Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Checking my messages, okay. Alright, so we're going to the Pylos Nebula. Alright. That's gas, we don't really need that. Alright, I have to know. What's all the way out here? Nothing. Good, gas. We're gonna need that. Ads. Yay. All right.
I found something.
Grab that. Namakil, or Namakli. An Arab inhabitable planet, Namakli was briefly colonized by the Pyrena Corporation, a consortium of Asari colonists and socialized Vorcha laborers. After an economic downturn, however, many Asari left the planet, and the Vorcha population kept growing to the point where they bred faster than could be educated. Soon they turned violent and uncontrollable, and the colonies essentially self-destructed. Today, Namakli is a wasteland with little population, but Vorcha packs are scattered across the desert. Settlers frequently run into these packs, discouraging recolonization. The lack of complex biota and scarcity of profitable metals drove the last few proverbial nails into Namekli's coffin. No one has stepped forth in the past few years with the will, the funding, or the firepower to establish a permanent colony. Its year is 80% of an Earth year. Its day length is just shy of 24 hours. And its surface temp is 105.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Search successful. Scans have located close grouping of environmentally shielded habitats and active power source. Closer examination is required to confirm dig site presence.
We have located Anne Bryson's dig site.
Okay. So I'm going to leave Tally behind for this one. We're still going to take Garrus, but we're also going to take James. Because it's a combat-heavy mission. We're basically going to be running a gauntlet. I want big guns. Okay, let's see here. Let's do the thermal scope. Fellow Space Marines requirements sometimes. Well, to be in your defense, Mia, the Echo and Whiskey keys are right next to each other. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try this, see if that improves that. I'm testing it for Carolina later on. And that way we can keep our thermal scope. Okay, and as for you, we're gonna take away that barrel. Okay, that. Oh, the barrel does but 25%. Yeah, we're gonna keep that. Okay. I heard something at the door, and now I'm seeing little black paws sticking underneath the door. The girls want to get into the stream room, but I mean, if Macy would stop eating cables or trying to eat cables, I'd let them in, but Macy likes to chew on cables. There are too many live ones here. It's too dangerous, so they have to stay out.
Okay, so we got reports of an attack on some scientists, right?
Right. Edie, can you tell us anything else?
This is the main site of a series of excavations established under Dr. Garrett Bryson. Staff records confirm the project lead is his daughter, Anne. She has recently uncovered another artifact possibly linked to Leviathan. That discovery must have made this dig site a target.
So we're playing catch-up.
Yes. The attack means the Reapers are one step ahead of us. We need to pick up the pace. And since Bryson's daughter is our only lead, our objective is clear. Cortez?
Nothing so far, Commander. If she's down there, she hasn't responded to our hails. Getting some strange signals, though. Give me a minute.
That artifact she uncovered could be causing trouble. We've already seen what they can do.
Agreed. Take us in closer.
Copy that.
Although if I had a Krogan on the team that I could take, I would take a Krogan for this mission.
We have hostiles!
Take us in.
Commander, on the landing platform!
That's her.
Just because, even though James is a tank, a Krogan can tank more damage than he can.
Heading to lower platform. Hang on. There, go. Jump.
We're in the shit now, Commander.
This don't think you come down. Move. She's somewhere above us.
Is anyone there? I'm coming down.
No, stay where you are. This is Commander Shepard of the Alliance Navy. It's too dangerous. We'll come to you.
Yes, okay. Take the elevator up on the far side.
Copy that.
Jesus. It's a little bit slower on the thing. But it's still... I don't know if there's a part that will extend its life anymore. I think Infiltrator can up its damage. But... yeah. That'll definitely be better as an Infiltrator weapon.
Through here.
Commander, they're swarming everywhere up here.
Can you find a place to hide?
I'll try.
Get there. Stay put.
Jesus.
Shit! There goes the easy way.
Look for another path.
I remember in the original trilogy there was a bug in this mission that could prevent you from going down a ladder. They fixed it in the Legendary Edition.
Looks like a bridge over there. Controls are broken. Someone try to fix it.
You got it. Ah, wires are fried. Give me a minute. Won't you work? Well, that seemed to work. I'm raising the bridge now.
Watch it, Banshee!
And that's what happens when you have two people with Typhoons. Both equipped with armor that shreds, or ammo that shreds through armor. Garrus with his armor piercing, and James with his incendiary. Yeah, I think it was that ladder right there. That ladder, you'd have to like turn around and go backwards down in the original trilogy.
This way.
There's the elevator.
Got it.
God damn it.
The elevator's blocked. Is there another way up?
I'll override the pod door near you. There's an access point above, Commander, but you'll have to climb to it.
Copy that.
All right. Oh, fucking hell. Grenade! Oh, that's not ominous at all. Hey, stop eating people. Gotta love the no cooldown, or no global cooldown mod. And I think you owe me a beer after the all-nighter I just pulled. I polished off the samples analysis at about 4 in the morning. There is no trace of DNA, RNA, or protein markers. Disappointing, I know, but if the painters use an organic substance, then it means that the lowest possible estimate for its age lies in the millions of years. Look, we both know that Namakli is barely habitable, and we found little to no evidence of support of complex biology or civilization. My hunch is that the probable age of these artifacts is far greater than this lower estimate. I know I sound like a nutter, but tens of or even hundreds of millions of years is beginning to feel plausible.
Blocked. Find another way. I think we can climb through here.
Commander, they attacked my assistant Hopkins. We're being cornered.
Stay hidden, Doctor.
We're trying, but there's too many of them. Hurry!
Look, it's not easy. You want to come out here and shoot all these Reapers? I'm gonna be honest, I did not mean to freeze.
Ham, are you still there?
We're barely hanging on. Hopkins is wounded. Are you close?
We're moving as fast as we can. Hang in there.
Yeah. Does a lot of damage. Give it that.
Round. Go around.
No, Boyles, stay down. Oh, God.
What's happening?
Kirkwood and Boyles tried to run for it. The Reapers got him.
Don't move until we get there.
I get civilians are scared, but if professional soldiers tell you stick tight, we're coming to get you. I don't know, maybe stick tight. I mean, like I said, I get they're scared, terrified, and that causes them to do irrational things, but still. making my job of saving them all that much harder.
I've got eyes on the elevator. Get to it.
Elevator's online. We're coming up.
Please hurry. I think Hopkins is dead.
He tried to run. I told him not to, but he wanted to help the others. Where did everyone go?
I'm sorry, they didn't make it. Doctor, I need you to come with me.
Oh god. Yes, of course.
Come with me if you want to live. I wonder if there's a mod that allows you to put on 3 attachments to your gun
was
instead
at
of
another
2.
dig site when they attacked. I got back as quick as I could, but what's happening?
Commander.
I'm not sure, but it might have something to do with these paintings. Is that Leviathan?
Yes. Yes, we think so. It's old, much older than my father thought. And there, as if the natives were under its power. Clearly a Reaper, but acting alone. Not like any Reaper we've seen before.
Doctor, I understand you found something recently.
The artifact. Yes, of course. Incredible. It's just ahead.
Yeah, I would have much rather if
May seem
Leviathan
strange, but I'm certain it
banned
affects people, their behavior.
a
I've only
rogue
had a short
Reaper
time to study it.
rather than what
Did you find anything?
it actually
Not
is.
much, but I did learn something about the energy it generates.
Get down.
What are they doing?
They've activated it. I've never managed anything.
Doctor?
They've learned to run. The darkness must not be breached.
Like I said, I don't
Take it out.
mind what they what they actually came up with, but
You okay? Cortez, we have
it does kind of bring down the mystery
Okay.
of the
Yes.
Reapers. Yeah, I think the ultimate conclusion of this DLC is basically it made the Reapers from like Eldritchian beings to just robots with no agency. And apparently I shouldn't have moved, because I got blowed the fuck up. Run!
Copy that. Everybody, let's go.
Why am I hearing brass? None of our guns use brass. require breath. At the very least.
Yeah, Commander. I think so. I blacked out.
Leviathan took control of him. We cut the connection before you got hurt.
Leviathan itself? That's incredible.
The Reapers seem as interested in it as we are.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
We were hoping you could help us figure out why. But first... Doctor, I have some bad news.
Anne, please. Suppose Leviathan's broken away from the other Reapers. Never went back to dark space. Like a rogue, or even a defector. I have to call my father. He'll want to know.
Yeah, about that.
You need to listen to me, okay? Your father is dead. I'm sorry.
He's... what? Dead? He can't be dead.
We met with him, hoping to find out what he knew. Something happened.
Something happened?
You're not the first to lose control. Your father's assistant. One minute he was fine, the next... he drew a gun on your father. I couldn't stop him.
I can't believe this.
We have to find out what's behind it all. You're the only one who can help us. Anne?
I want to see his office.
We'll arrange for transportation. Meet you there.
Why would we have to arrange for transportation? Just stick her in the med bay on the Normandy. We're going there anyway.
There's a new message at your private terminal.
Bray, Omega. Things are settling down on Omega. Looks like the Talons are the new security force on the station. Their leader said something about honoring Kandros' memory. I'd say they're being cute, except they're not shy about backing up the sentiment with firepower. Be careful out there. Know that there's at least one Batarian here that doesn't want you dead. Bray. And this one sentence right here is why pretty much everyone in the fandom's like, okay, he's the good Batarian. Because if you look through most of the lore, a lot of the problems that we come across through the games, or throughout the games, a Batarian was involved somehow. So like, god damn it. It's like BioWare wanted us to hate the Batarians. And I've heard this opinion, and I actually kind of agree with it. Zaid should have been Batarian. Because we pick him up on Omega while we're not with the Alliance. It'd be the perfect time to have a Batarian squad mate. And you don't even have to change anything up about Zaid's personality or anything like that. Just make him Batarian. You might have to change his backstory a little bit. But by introducing a Batarian on the Mass Effect 2 crew, even if it's Zaid's renegadeness, I think a large majority of the player base would actually feel the weight of the Eratot decision in Arrival. Because we'd actually be given a Batarian to kind of, get to know. But we don't really know any Batarians individually other than Bray here from the Omega DLC and Balak. And just stories that we've heard from other people. So when you push the big red button on the project in Arrival to blow up the mass relay, which would end up wiping out that entire Batarian system, I know the writers are supposed to, wanted you to feel like you just had to sacrifice this many lives. Feel torn about that. You did the right thing, but still all those lives lost in order to gain 6 months. Well, because before that point, we never have seen a sympathetic Batarian. Most players were just like, they're Batarians. I don't really care. Which is kind of fucked up if you think about it. Anyway. New article on the Collectors. The Collectors, widely feared by colonists across the Terminus since their campaign of abductions in 2185, have once again appeared. They attacked the remote colony of Walden in the Iota Urania system. Walden is known as an alpine paradise and was a popular tourist destination for those looking to, quote, get away from it all. Only a few people who were remote enough from the population centers survived to get the message out to the galaxy that the majority of the colonists have been abducted. Despite the claims that Commander Shepard had eliminated this enemy when the Collector base was destroyed, there have been speculation that reserve troops may have accompanied the Reapers or established an alternate base. When asked to comment, the spokesperson for Admiral Hackett said the Collectors were one of many current threats to humanity. They went on to state that the Systems Alliance takes this issue very seriously, but we are prioritizing the Reaper menace. Does this mean we get something? Oh. Is that an expanded galaxy thing?
Commander?
Please let there be something I can do to, you know, take care of the Collectors. I want to finish the job. Get gas. Okay, looks like, it's not, okay. Well, crap. Stop teasing me with potential new stuff I can do. Alright. Bryce slap. Alright, so for this next part, we can narrow down the system where Leviathan is down to the exact system. However, to do that, we're going to have to end up sacrificing Anne Bryson as a
Hello?
war asset.
Anne, are you here?
Oh, Commander. Yes, I'm sorry. Just... this is hard.
Of course. Are you all right?
Yes. No. I don't know. My father and I didn't leave things in a great state.
An argument?
Yes. It was trivial. A disagreement on how to file some of the specimens. I was mad about something else. I don't remember what. And I took it out on him. So stupid.
Well, maybe I should.
It's all right. I can come back.
No, please. I'm okay. Seeing all this again? He was so obsessed. Crazy sometimes.
I didn't get a chance to know him.
Oh, sometimes I felt the same way. He was a great man. A pioneer. But he could be distant. I felt like an inconvenience growing up.
You sound angry.
I was angry. Still am, I guess. But sometimes, he was so full of stories, he nearly burst. I love that about him. It's why I signed up for this work. I can't believe he's gone.
We'll figure this out.
We have to. I need to know what's on the other end of that artifact. What he died for.
We need your help. You're our last chance.
You're right. Let me dig into my father's work to see what I can find.
Anne, you sure you're up for this?
Yes. When Leviathan took control of me, I remember being somewhere cold and dark. But my father taught me to never be afraid of the dark.
Shine a light into it. Alright.
I'm still amazed your father got his hands on a piece of a Reaper.
He was so excited. Your claims validated years of work.
Did you take appropriate steps to prevent indoctrination?
Of course. It was completely shielded, and we all had regular psych evals. But now, thanks to the artifact, I'm indoctrinated anyway, aren't I? Might as well be a Arachnite drone waiting for orders from the Queen.
Well, Leviathan indoctrination is different than Reaper indoctrination.
You studied the Arachnite?
I wrote my dissertation on them. My father thought it was a waste of time, but now, it might actually help us understand Leviathan.
In what way?
We think of the Arachnite as telepathic, but there's really no such thing. At short range, the Queen uses pheromones to give orders. At long range, she uses an organic kind of quantum entanglement communicator. Whatever Leviathan does must be similar, entangling particles to stimulate neural activity. It uses the artifact to establish a connection, and then it controls the mind of anyone near it.
So, as long no artifact, no indoctrination.
Hey, Loco. Need a hand?
What brings you down here, James?
Saw what happened to Ann back at the dig site. That ain't right.
Well, make yourself comfortable.
Commander, you see this thing? This is great.
What the? Stop playing with the head.
Hey, Edie, husk bites, they don't turn you into a husk or anything, right?
I recommend you apply Metagel.
Oh boy.
Hey, if nobody claims this thing, we could take it with us. You know, for research or, I don't know, whatever.
Since the Citadel DLC kind of implies that you took it even if you didn't, why not? Delivers to your cabin? Sure, why not?
All right, just don't tell anybody.
Nice. You think Esteban will let me set up bowling pins in the cargo bay?
Just gonna use it as a bowling ball. Jesus Christ.
We didn't detect any energy emissions from the artifact.
But the Reapers were able to use the artifact to trace Leviathan somehow.
My theory is that most of the time, the artifact simply acts as a receiver. We'll only be able to trace Leviathan through it when it actively takes control of someone.
As it did on the asteroid.
Right. Unless
That's
it
a
needs
big
something,
Krogan head.
Leviathan doesn't bother communicating. I guess it and my father had something in common.
You said Leviathan's control was similar to a quantum entanglement communicator, which is untraceable.
Yes, but this isn't a natural QEC. Leviathan has to send a pulse through the artifact to alter your mind and create the quasi-QEC effect.
And that can be traced.
Right. Just like at the dig site. The Reapers were tracing the signal by activating the artifact. My father wanted to be at that dig site. He was getting too old for long digs, but he hated being stuck in the lab. He nearly missed my graduation because he was on a dig. Showed up still wearing his field gear. God, he'd have hated dying here.
He may have shown up in his field gear, but he still showed up.
Anne, I know this is hard, but if there's anything more you can tell us.
I don't think there's anything more I can tell you. But maybe I can show you.
What are you saying?
The artifact only sends out a signal when Leviathan's controlling someone. So let it control me. You could trace the signal.
And that is why you can narrow it down. You let it control her for long enough for Edie to establish a complete lock. However, while she's being controlled, her brain starts melting. So if you let it go on for too long, she's no longer a war asset because she's kind of in a coma.
You mean let it take you over? That's too dangerous.
It's my call, not yours. You said I'm your last chance to find this thing.
We have no idea what will happen.
If we wait, the Reapers will get to Leviathan first. I'm the only one here who's spent enough time with it to do this. You're looking for something to fight the Reapers, Commander. I'm looking for the monster that murdered my father.
We still don't know what we're looking for.
Then let's find out.
Commander, this thing we're doing with Anne sounds dangerous as hell.
Noted. Edie?
Energy signature locked in. Waiting for activation.
You sure about this?
Yes. I'm sure.
All
We're
right.
gonna be right here.
Okay. I'm ready.
James, drop the containment shield.
Shield is dropped.
Artifact online.
Anything?
Nothing yet. Wait. There's something. I feel a chill.
Edie?
No trace yet.
Holy hell!
Signal is tracking. Maintain connection.
Turn back. The darkness can't be breached.
Yo!
Maintain connection.
Listen to me. I found you, and the Reapers are right behind me.
You have brought them.
You are a threat.
So are you. I've seen what you can do. The war needs you.
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Edie, do we have enough?
Partial lock. Maintain connection to narrow the search.
You heard her. We got enough. I'm hitting the shield.
I'm gonna let him do it. Okay, so to explain this whole thing, there are two interrupts. If you let the first one go, you get you get the cluster, but you have to search all the systems. I know which one we're looking for, just because I've done this so much. But still, if you take the first renegade interrupt, you get to narrow it down to 2 systems in that cluster. So a 50-50 shot. The game will then cause Anne Bryson's nose to bleed, which is your cue that she's taking damage. There's a second renegade interrupt. If you take that second renegade interrupt connections maintained, you get the exact system you're looking for. Almost down to the planet. However, Bryson is no longer a war asset. So there's no punishment for taking that first renegade interrupt, other than morality. So typically what I would do for more of my other Shepards, I would always take that first renegade interrupt. For example, like Carolina, she would take that first renegade interrupt. I'd get the 2 systems. And then I would let James raise the shield on the second renegade interrupt. That way I would get the narrowed down search, or partial narrowed down search, but also the war assets. Reason why I didn't take any interrupts here is because we've established Victor's a Boy Scout. He's not going to risk Bryson's life when we have the cluster.
Anne, are you all right?
Yes. I think so.
Did we get anything?
Yes, but it will take some time to search. Coordinates sent to the Normandy.
Good. It's a start.
Commander, I sense something else. Anger.
It knows we're getting close.
I think it wants to kill you.
Come on.
It can get in line. Edie's just standing there, okay. Now, they don't come out and say this, but there's actually an easy way to find which system you're looking for, or which planet you're looking for. Just by looking at them. This is called the Leviathan DLC. Where do you think you'd find a Leviathan? Which is referencing a mythical deep-sea dwelling monster. I don't know, maybe a planet with a lot of water. Before we head out, I'm actually quick to the water world. Exactly. And in that system, there's only one that is mostly covered in water. Everyone else is, you know, mostly terrestrial. So it's a quick genius bonus for those that know where the inspiration comes from. Which I appreciate.
I don't know the scientific measurement of a shitload, but that seemed like a shitload of harvesters.
Yeah, it did.
I'm ready to see Earth again, Shepard.
Yeah, well, we're almost there. Okay. Let's check the stores while we're here. Yeah, no. Okay. No such sporting goods. There. Yeah, let's get the Acolyte. I'm just gonna start buying the guns that I don't have. Heat-seek vent. Slowly cools the weapon's thermal clip when not in use at the cost of spare ammo. Hey, Sovereign. Or, Mia. Sorry, old habit. A mod just made an attachment that turns every gun into an infinity gun. Do it. All right. We now have the they turn everything into infinity guns. I just got to figure out what to put it on. Yeah, let's get the Eagle. Holocaust Combine. Harrods Emporium. Alright. Probably put it on a I don't know, I'll figure out something to put it on.
Okay, toughest mission.
Horizon.
No fair, I hadn't joined up with you yet.
Fine, the Dead Reaper then.
Really? The husks just ran up to us.
Have you ever noticed that I carry a sniper rifle? You're the one who likes things at short range.
And you prefer to keep everything at a distance.
From husks? Absolutely.
Creepiest thing we fought.
The Thorian. Your turn.
I'm going with the Rachni.
The Queen? But we didn't fight her either time.
No, the little ones. They look like spiders and they scuttle right toward you.
I thought you liked it when things got up close and personal.
Not when it's spiders.
Does Tally have arachnophobia?
I'm glad Anne Bryson got out safely. I just hope we find Leviathan before the Reapers do.
Alright. Anything here? Nope. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna talk with Garrus, then we'll head out and go to the water world. I think we'll run into Kevin Costner.
I can handle the Reapers that run around.
That's a movie
the ones that
reference.
crawl, or the ones that shuffle menacingly toward you. But it's the flying ones that give me the creeps.
Yeah, for the flying ones, we need like flat cannons or something. Such a terrible. I didn't say it was a good movie. There isn't that much more. I know there isn't. Not even including the water stored up in the ice caps. All right. Okay, so Linnell is the decoy system.
Signal confirmed.
This will not have the Leviathan, but it will have an actual war asset, so there's a reason to go here anyway. Extra rations. I'm sure Tally will be pleased. Who cares? Oh yeah. Oh. Now this is the one that is the decoy planet here. Now, before I do any scanning, do you think that this might be where the deep sea monsters would be? Do you see water? I'm just curious. Why would they... what are we tracking? Probably just an artifact. Search unsuccessful. Planets surface show no evidence of Leviathan's energy signature. Continue search.
No sign of Leviathan at these coordinates.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I found something.
$2181 Desponia. Huh! This planet was only spotted recently by human space probes, and no records have indicated it's been explored since. Scans indicate it is covered in an ocean of liquid water and has a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere. It is highly likely to have some photosynthetic life. But just look at all that water! Methinks that there might be something down there. Its orbital period is 1.5 Earth years. Its day length is about 23 hours. Not for us, but as long as... Well, for us, you at least made it back for the final mission. Gravity is just slightly weaker than Earth's, and our average temperature is 84 degrees Fahrenheit, so not bad. First time to reference TV tropes. I mean, I like TV tropes. Search successful. Scans reveal a faint trace of Leviathan's energy signature. Closer examination required for confirmation.
These coordinates match our trace of Leviathan.
Land. Okay, so we're bringing Tally mainly for dialogue. Hi, Fluff. Welcome to Strem. And Garrus, because it's Garrus. Alright, now we gotta figure out which weapon we're gonna turn into an infinity pistol or infinity gun. Which other? Oh, the eagle. That's right. Okay, let's see here. We've got a shit ton of assault rifles. Okay, so the Argus, the Avenger, the Phaeton, the Falcon, Pulse Rifle, Maddock, Chakram Launcher, Revenant, Saber, Valkyrie, Alliance Valkyrie, Vindicator, Particle Rifle. The Harrier could work, but I probably want an Alliance. Ooh, the N7 Harrier. We'll try this one out for that. To the thermal scope. Or is it a passive thing? Well, we'll find out. There we go.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Makes you wonder what we're going to find down there.
A Reaper killer.
Yeah.
That's what Bryson's task force was calling it. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Right. But then what? It plays pretty rough, and if it is a Reaper, I don't know that's the kind of help we want.
Oh, we're not making friends.
Nobody says we have to be friends with it. But if this thing has the rest of the Reapers worried, then we need its help.
Commander, new readings from the probe. It's narrowed down Leviathan's location. You're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
There's nothing but ocean. I show a concentration of structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
That's possible?
Kodiak is spec'd to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, me and my temporary ally. Pretty
Pretty
much.
Systems are shutting down. Brace for impact.
Everyone all right?
My
All right.
suit's intact. Maybe a few bruises under it.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. How many have been stranded here by that pulse?
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Okay. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a particular. I don't know. Okay. So. Okay. I'm trying to figure out that mod thing. The heat sink. So I put seatbelts in it. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's see here. There it is. It's a pistol thing. So I can make a pistol and an infinity pistol. I can't make all my guns infinity. Okay. Okay. I know. It's sad. So close, but so far. But let's see if the other guns have it. I'm just gonna pick the Claymore for right now. I'm not gonna actually use a shotgun, but I kind of wanna. Shotguns have it too. Okay. So let's pick an SMG real quick. The Lotus. And the SMG's got it. Okay. So assault rifles and sniper rifles do not get that. But shotguns, pistols, and SMGs do. Interesting. Okay.
Cortez, what's the status on the probe we launched?
Tracking it now, Commander. I've confirmed that Leviathan's signal originates from this planet. Heard how, Anne helped us locate it. It's pretty spooky stuff.
Makes you wonder what we're going to find down there.
A Reaper killer. That's what Bryson's task force was calling it. Doesn't look like it wants to be found.
It doesn't have a choice. We're here.
Yeah,
Right. But then what? It plays pretty rough.
if there was a stock modification,
that's the kind of help we want.
you could probably put a stock on the Carnifex.
Nobody says we have to be friends.
Because they're heavy pistols.
If this thing has the rest
but,
of the Reapers worried, then he needs help.
Commander, new readings from the probe.
They just
narrowed down Leviathan's
there
location.
is no
You're not gonna
attachment
like
for it.
Let's hear it.
There's
You
nothing
could probably
close.
add one
I show a
if you're
concentration
a
of
modder.
structures floating on the surface, but the probe's giving us a signal below that. Way below.
Underwater?
Looks that way. The shuttle should still be able to reach it.
Yeah, the shuttles are rated for deep sea operations.
That's possible.
Kodiak is spec to nearly 1,000 atmospheres, but I've never actually tested that.
Guess we're gonna find out.
Status! Some kind of pulse hit us! Systems are shutting down! Brace for impact!
Everyone all right?
My suit's intact. Maybe a few bruises under it.
How's the shuttle, Cortez?
Checking now. I'll see if I can get power restored.
Copy that. We'll look around.
Look at all this. How many have been stranded here by that pulse?
Could be Leviathan's last line of defense.
Okay, so how it works is, you could, as long as you have one in the chamber, it'll automatically reload. Eventually. But if you fire all at once, you have to pop the sync.
I recognize a few of these ships, but only from historical records. They're ancient.
It is. That was the big complaint from a lot of Mass Effect 1 veterans about the switch to disposable heat sinks in 2 and 3. It's because it basically just gave you ammo, but in a different way.
Look, up there!
Oh, shit.
We've got company, Shepard. Must have been right behind us. Protect the shuttle!
Oh shit, no, 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 no.
Swapping out the parts, Commander. Hang on.
I didn't want to jump, I wanted to... Frickin' mouse and keyboard controls.
What happened to almost there? Out of development, Commander. Fixing it now. Cortez, I need that bird in the air. Just a few
Shit!
Commander, I'm airborne. Give us some cover fire. Copy that. Another pulse hit me. Flight control scrambled. Damn it. Cortez is in trouble. Get to him. Commander, I've got enemy contact. Under fire.
Yeah, I get that, but we gotta get to you first. Give him a cold shoulder, Jesus.
Okay, we're clear. Nice work, Commander. But there's a development. We need to talk. Status.
Shuttle's a mess, Commander. That pulse knocked it right out of the air. We're not going anywhere.
Can the Normandy extract us?
Same thing would happen to her. And the landing won't be as pretty. I'd say Leviathan has some sort of defense system in place.
And me being the Trekkie is just like, well, can we just have the Normandy beam us up?
Then we aren't getting
Oh,
out
wait.
of here until we find it. So how do we do that?
Well, you might be able to use a mech. Looks like it's rigged for diving.
Diving mech?
It's a Triton model. Military grade. Repurposed for deep sea exploration. As long as the seawater hasn't corroded, it should be good to go.
Well, if that's what we have to do, let's get started.
Hold on a second. Are we actually considering?
First, we'll need to restore power to get that cargo door open.
How?
I guess we are.
These old Ballard-class ships are equipped with exterior power sockets. They use them for emergency repairs. We can strip the cells from the shuttle and use those for juice. Hang on, I'll get you started. Got a cell for you, Commander. Find somewhere to plug that in. Another power cell for you, Commander.
Never a dull moment. Grab another cell, Shepard. We'll hold them all.
Got another cell here.
Oh, Garrus is down. Ow! There we go. Get me in the mech. Aye! Fuck you! And they do not like Garrus. Stand by for Titanfall.
I need to get in the water before
Yeah.
we come back.
Roger that. Walk the mech back to me when you're ready to dive. I should check it over first.
All right, Commander. Let's get you out of there, and I'll do a systems check.
Listen, Shepard, I'm all for crazy ideas, but this one's off the charts.
We've come too far to stop now. The way home is through Leviathan.
Okay, SEALs check out. Oxygen pressure is nominal. Systems are a go. It's as ready as I can make it.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Shepard, just...
I'll be fine. Closing hatch.
Engaging systems. Ready.
Testing comlink.
I read you.
Here goes.
Commencing dive in 3, 2, 1. Suit holding up, Commander.
Looks good so far. Copy that. Cortez? Cortez!
traveling. Yep. Yeah, the ocean is scary as fuck. I would rather travel the stars than travel the ocean to the deep sea.
Not sure if you can read me up there. Looks like I finished the major descent. Can't see much from here. Suit is holding up. Emergency systems have come online. Life support operational.
All right.
Scanner indicates the probe is below my position. Looking for a way down.
Shepard will not suffer that, no. Although we are redlining the
Shutting down all non-critical systems to
pressure
preserve remaining
gauge.
power. Not sure how much juice the emergency thruster will need to get me back to the surface. Can't worry about that now. Getting some strange readings from the probe. Something is definitely down there. Reading the probe directly below me. Looks like the final drop.
Whee!
Can't see anything just yet.
There's the probe, I think. Somewhere. Yep, there it is. Done.
Found the probe. Seems intact. I'm gonna keep moving.
Now, I think there might be a major change for this upcoming cutscene.
What is that? I had to find you.
This is not your domain. You have breached the darkness.
You killed a Reaper. I need to know why.
They are the enemy. One that seeks our extermination.
But I thought you were a Reaper.
They are only echoes. We existed long before.
Then what are you?
Something more.
So yeah, I've briefly mentioned this, and Mia kind of reflected my.
Your mind belongs to me.
All right, so the mod here, the diversification mod, takes away the Leviathan DLC characters that you'd see and replaces them with characters important to Shepard.
Your memories give voice to our words. Your nature will be revealed to us. Accept this.
The galaxy's at war with the Reapers. You defeated one. Why aren't you fighting back?
There is no war. There is only the harvest.
Then help us stop it.
None have possessed the strength in past cycles.
Then there's Saren.
All species can be destroyed.
Not very close to Shepard.
You are different.
Like the elusive man.
Witnessed your actions in this cycle.
They were definitely important figures in his life.
The fall of the Collectors. The Reapers perceive you as a threat. And I must understand why. Before the cycles, our kind was the apex of life in the galaxy.
Seeing Saren squat with his dainty little legs. That's kind of funny.
More powerful than they were cared for, but we could not protect them from themselves. Over time, the species built machines that then destroyed them. Tribute does not flow from a dead race. To solve this
Well,
we created an intelligence with a
the Leviathans and the Reapers are meant to evoke Lovecraftian themes.
It studied the development of civilizations. Its understanding grew until it found a solution. In that instant, it betrayed us. It chose our kind as the first harvest. From our essence, the first Reaper was created. You call it Harbinger.
Alright, and this is the thing I don't like about the Leviathan DLC. The Leviathans were the first Apex race, and they unintentionally created the Reapers as a program. I don't even think they're a true artificial intelligence. I think they're a virtual intelligence. They're just running a program, and they don't know why. So basically that took the Reapers from, like, Mass Effect 1 and 2 that were essentially biomechanical entities that we literally couldn't comprehend why they were, you know, doing this cycle of killing. Into, oh, they're just the Leviathan's attempt at making a Roomba. Like, Mass Effect 2 with the suicide mission kind of implied that the whole cycle thing is how they reproduce. They harvest a species to create a Reaper. But we had no idea where they came from. And by all accounts, they were essentially biomechanical deities. Not good deities, but evil ones. But they were self-aware. They had their own purpose. They're acting on their own agency. But thanks to Leviathan DLC, the Reapers are just robots doing what they're told.
Tell me about the Reapers.
Each harvest ends with the birth of a Reaper, perfect in its design, each formed in Harbinger's image, our image. Each Reaper has the power to influence organics. Over countless cycles, this ability was refined, perfected, and gave rise to indoctrination.
What's the point of all these harvests?
The intelligence has one purpose: preservation of life. That purpose is not being fulfilled. It directed the Reapers to create the mass relays to speed the time between cycles for greatest efficiency. The galaxy itself became an experiment. Evolution its tool.
Will it ever end?
Unknown. Until the intelligence finds
built that machine despite what you saw the other races experience. Why?
You cannot conceive of a galaxy that bends to your will. Every creature, every nation, every planet we discovered became our tools. We were above the concerns of lesser species. The intelligence was envisioned as simply another tool.
And now we all pay the price for your mistake.
There was no mistake. It still serves its purpose.
How'd you
How did you
survive?
remain hidden all this time?
Hubris,
Our
yep.
extermination was not complete. Some survived and found refuge in the dark corners of the galaxy. I am their progeny. Over the cycles, the Thrall races were controlled, removing traces of our existence as we directed them to. In this way, our survival was kept secret from the Reapers. Today, we reach out through the fragments and watch for discovery.
Fragments? You mean the artifacts we found?
They provide a window into the galaxy. Tools for exploring the events of this cycle from the safety of this world. Through them, we watch, we study, and remain in the shadows.
How did the intelligence defeat you?
To find a solution,
Yeah.
it required information. Physical data drawn from organic life in the cosmos. It created an army of pawns that searched the galaxy, gathering this data. There was no warning. No reason given when they turned against us. Only slaughter. Only the harvest.
Alright, what about the Crucible?
What do you know about the Crucible?
We have watched its construction before. It has never been completed. Those who have tried still fell victim to the harvest. Its outcome is unknown.
Okay, you made your point. Will you help stop the cycle?
I have searched your mind. You are an anomaly, yet that is not enough.
Wait!
The cycle will continue.
No! You've been watching. You know this cycle is different.
We will survive. You will remain here as a servant of our needs.
Okay.
The Reapers will harvest the rest.
If you release me, no one has to be harvested.
Nothing will change.
It already has.
The Reapers know where you are. You can't just watch anymore. You have to fight. Even if you survive the battle today, the Reapers won't stop. Ever. Release me and we have a chance to end this, once and for all.
Not to mention that, the Reapers are already here. They know where you are.
Your confidence is singular.
I've earned it. Out there fighting, where you should be.
It's clear why the Reapers perceive you as a threat. Your victories are more than a product of chance. We will fight, but not for you or any lesser race. We were the first, the Apex race. We will survive. And the Reapers who trespass on this world will understand our power. They will become our slaves. Today, they pay their tribute in blood.
So now, we have the Leviathan on our side. But what happens after the war? Because I can guarantee you the Leviathans are not going to be content staying on this planet. Temporary, yeah. We're going to have to find a way to kill them too. Fortunately, there's not many of them left. And they're all concentrated on this planet. So, after the war, what I would suggest is quarantining that planet and slagging it to hell. Drop asteroids on that on them from orbit. Nuke it from orbit. Seems like way to be sure. Well, that's why I said drop asteroids on them. There's a reason why it's a war crime. Because it will literally cause an extinction level event.
Shepard's back. Cortez, talk to me.
If you want to put nukes on the asteroids, I'm okay with that. We can do that.
Damn it, we got a Reaper inbound.
I don't know. I'm not saying it. One asteroid would do it. We'd have to use multiple of them.
Shepard,
Too magic.
wake up!
Except no, there's.
Freezing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Your master bids you to die.
Are you all right?
Reminds me of that scene from Code Geass.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hell of a headache.
I have one command. Die.
Do that to me.
Happily, Your Highness. Blam.
I've got Ann Bryson on the comm.
Good. Put her through.
Commander.
You feeling better?
Yep, first episode.
Thank you. I'm doing fine. What happened?
We found it, Anne. We found Leviathan.
Was it worth it?
That's gonna be hard to say.
I don't know. But we proved it can't hide anymore. That it's a part of this war, just like us.
Sounds like an amazing story.
One for the history books.
Well, I look forward to hearing all about it. My father would appreciate this, knowing the truth is out there. In the meantime, Admiral Hackett has asked me to join his scientific team. We all have our part to play. I should get to it.
Take care, Anne. And thanks for all your help. Shepard up.
Commander, I finished reading your report.
The
Alright, we'll
Alliance
do a
wanted
quick
more
rounds
information
on the
we-
ship,
I'd say we got it.
and then we'll call it.
Calling it the Leviathan Codex. It rewrites galactic history as we know it.
Whatever else it means, it tells me the Reapers had a beginning. And maybe now we'll provide them with an end.
That's one way to look at it. I guess it's the only way. So go out there and make it happen. This is a big step in the right direction, Shepard. Good work.
Thank you, sir.
Hack it out.
Alright, so we got a crap ton of money. Let's check our war assets. We are now at 8232 war assets. We've got Ann Bryson. Ann Bryson survived her ordeal and retains most of her mental faculties. N7 Special Forces, we've got the Leviathan Enthrallment Team. Oh boy, keep an eye on them, please. Hi Gio, welcome to stream. At least the end of it. And we got some Dextra rations here. That's good. So we are almost 1,000 war assets above where we need to be for Perfect Destroy. Which is very good.
Commander?
Let's check our messages. None. Okay. Engineering. We're gonna talk with Tally and with Garrus.
So, no regrets over fighting the Reapers on a human ship?
Hey, the Normandy's design was part Turian, remember?
You know what I mean.
No, somebody has to keep you from giving all the Dextros a bad name.
That's right. I remember you chastising me on behalf of my species for losing our homeworld to the Geth.
I never said that.
Would you like me to send you an audio recording?
No, I hate listening to recordings of myself. My voice never comes out right.
I feel that.
About what I said.
Forget it.
No, I was wrong. I was young and I was wrong about your people.
I guess losing Palavin put things in perspective.
Yeah, you could say that. How about you? You ever mind serving on an all-human ship?
Somebody has to stick around to keep you in line.
Also, she may or may not be dating the captain, so.
I thought I'd lost you down there. Don't do that again. Not even to forge an alliance with a damned Reaper killer. You're worth more than that.
Yeah, Tally can be what TV tropes would call the violently protective girlfriend. If you take her on the Cerberus headquarters map and or mission, and you both hear what the elusive man was planning on doing to Shepard with the in Mass Effect 2, her response is, "He needs to die." Everyone else is trying to, you know, encourage Shep, like, no, he proves what he knows, or, you know, all that stuff. No, Tally's the only one that's like, he needs to die. I'm gonna kill him.
Shepard, I looked over your mission report. Gotta say, it feels like we've been after these Reapers forever. From Sovereign to Leviathan, they've been a pain in the ass the whole time. But at least we're starting to see the big picture. Never really thought we'd get any answers. Doesn't change much, but it does make this war feel a whole lot bigger.
So we do have some journal stuff. Okay. Darkness breached. Essentially nothing was known of the aquatic species dubbed Leviathans before Commander Shepard's report to Task Force Aurora. No record of their species' true name exists, no ruins are attributed to their civilization, and no influence on other races have been recorded. The Task Force can only conjecture based on the limited information provided by Shepard. Their current world is unlikely their homeworld, so it's surmised that Leviathans master technology in spaceflight despite their immense size and aquatic nature. Their ability to communicate with and mentally dominate land-based sapiens would have been a necessary step. And so whatever homeworld the Leviathans hail from would have included a thrall species, whose civilizations serve their purpose. Presumably, with their bodies can withstand both the extreme pressures of the depths and the lesser pressure of a coastal area where they might come in contact with thralls, and the negative pressure of the vacuum of space. Transporting a creature the size of Leviathan into space would have been a significant engineering challenge. It's likely they used EZA for the ease of travel, as the Hanar do, and employed cybernetic filtration to breathe air as well as oxygenated water. It is unknown if these Leviathans have been modified themselves with the equivalent of a biotic amplifier, but it seems probable. The fast and light communication of their pulses require precise control previously unknown to modern science. One can only guess at the innovations of the species, and the Leviathans are volunteering no such information. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and head back up to this CIC. And we're going to call it a stream. Our next stream next week, we will be... Our next assignment will actually be 2 streams. The Citadel DLC. First part of the Citadel DLC, the mission, will be next week. And then the party and the Armax Arsenal Arena will be the following week. So we've got 3 streams of Mass Effect 3 left. Citadel 1 and 2, and then Priority Cerberus / Priority Earth. After we're finished with Mass Effect 3, after Victor Shepard's story is complete, we're going to switch gears over to Baldur's Gate 3, where we're going to replay Carolina's story. She will still remain an elf. She will still remain a ranger, but we're going to do it 1 on Tactician, and 2 with mods. She's also going to multi-class into a rogue. But the main mod that we're going to add on is hand cannons, because I really love that mod. That's also why we're going to be doing it on Tactician. But anyway, that will be the next series after Mass Effect 3. And then after Carolina's Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough's done, we might come back to Mass Effect. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow with Final Fantasy X-2 and Ace Combat 4. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.